G'day, g'day, g'day. Thanks for joining along another episode of the Message of Hope. Today I'm nice and early, doing a bit of walk, not so much around my neighbourhood, but on my way to a talk. Today's topic is about the future of business and finance. I bet they'll talk about crypto, tokenization, and everything in between. All right. Now, before I say the next message, please hit the subscribe button, notification button, like button, and and share this with your friends. What's going on here? Oh. This is the new station that I just finished about a little bit over a month ago. Just show you around. That one there, they call it it's the Arden Station. It's a metro tunnel. Guess what? It closes between 3:30 p.m. and 9:45 a.m. How's that, eh? Alright, here we go, the message today. You gave it everything, the announcement came. The announcement I'm making today is the 20th of January 2026. Now, imagine training your entire life for one moment. Years of sacrifice, missed holidays, no backup plan. Then, one announcement changes everything. And that's exactly what happened in 1980. You see, in a letter and a televised address, Jimmy Carter proposed that the 1980 Summer Olympics would be moved from Moscow unless Soviet troops withdrew from Afghanistan within 1 month. Talk about urgency. Yeah, do you remember their hit song, Moscow? Athletes who had trained their entire life suddenly didn't know if the Olympics would ever happen. No votes, no control, certainly no guarantee, right? Everything they work for suddenly uncertain. So yeah, I can only imagine how they feel, hey? Now let me ask you something. How would you feel if the job you gave everything to suddenly made an announcement? Ladies and gentlemen, we're restructuring, we're making cuts. Your role is no longer available. Imagine years of loyalty gone in a meeting. That emotional punch, wow, is the same one. It's the same one those athletes felt. Because effort alone doesn't eliminate risk. Yeah, that's true. Here's the truth, and we don't like to hear it. Even good systems fail people. Even stale jobs change overnight. Even promises shift. Not because you did something wrong, but because life is unpredictable. And scripture never tells us to ignore that. It tells us to prepare. And I love the book of Proverbs. It says this: the prudent sees danger. There's a lot of cars around, guys, hold on. Better cross the road first. Start again. The prudent sees danger and hides himself, but the simple go on and suffer for it. Yikes. Now that's not fear, that's wisdom. Jesus also said, which of you desiring to build a tower does not first sit down and count the cost? From the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 28. And I've mentioned this verse many times. Now, faith isn't passive, faith plans. Savings aren't a lack of faith. Emergency funds aren't distrusting God. Planning isn't pessimism. In fact, I've heard people mention that having insurance is a lack of faith. I don't know where these people get the ideas from. Strange ideas. It's stewardship. Joseph stored grain before the famine, not after. Because wise preparation protects people you love. Sorry, I'm a bit of a climb on a hill here. Bear with me, but we'll get through it. The athletes of 1980 learned this hard way. You can give everything and still face uncertainty. The question is, if the announcement came tomorrow, would you be ready? I wonder how many of you in that situation now or about to. Okay, well, listen up. What's one step you can take this week to plan weekly? Wisely. Because trusting God doesn't mean ignoring risk. It means preparing faithfully when uncertainty comes. And your hope doesn't collapse with it. So that's my message for today. Thanks for coming along. Hopefully I'll be able to report some good things from what I heard today. Catch you on the next one. Cheers.